is Ray and Tim with Tice Excavation. Starting early this morning. Sun up to sundown. We're staying busy. If you've been watching our channel, you'll know we're working on a pond. We're on the 4.5 days right now, and you'd be amazed if you got a chance to look at the other videos from when we started to what we're doing today compared to today's videos. Got a lot of work done in 4 days. Anyway, you watch each video and you'll see that I'm wearing a different hat. Each time I try and wear a different hat for this sun. It was like 105 heat index yesterday, and I had no hat to wear. I left it in my wife's car. So if you watch yesterday's video, I had to do a makeshift hat, but I made it through. No sunburns, and we still got a chance to work. So in a bit here we'll be on the site. We stay busy the whole time. When we start in the mornings, we just there's only the two of us, so we put in a long day. But I would suggest that you, instead of being bored with the loader going back and forth, compare those videos to how much we get done. How much we get done in just one day. That's the amazing part of this job, is this equipment. When you keep it rolling, you really do get a lot of material moved, a lot of trees moved, a lot of area cleared, and it makes a difference if you keep after it and put in long days. And that's what we do. All right. So we're heading for fuel, and we'll check you later. Bye. Okay, what we're doing today is removing the last of the little bit of sludge that's in the bottom, mostly on this east bank, and we're getting into the clay. Plenty of clay here, the good clay that has the white in it. We'll be spreading it up on the banks and then packing it down. But looks like we got a pretty good start. This thing seeped water in from the bottom. We didn't expect that. So he sealed a couple places that seems like the water, where the water came from. But you look close, there's a white rock the size of a Volkswagen down in the bottom there. Looks like, to you guys, it looked like 3 white stripes. It's a huge rock, so we got to be working around that. Anyway, I'll get here in the skid steer and start pushing some material. Well, I'm still moving organic material with the skid steer, but I had to stop and take this picture. We're real excited. This is the perfect clay. This is how we want ponds to be sealed, as this type of clay. The rocks are small. It's easy to work. As far as lining a pond, this is perfect condition.
So we got this good clay. He's bringing it up from the bottom, putting it on the sides here, and then tracking it in back and forth. Now he does the heavy tracking with the loader, and then I'll track it in with the skid steer for finishing, and then we'll get a roller, vibrating roller, and tamp it down tomorrow. So see how good that clay is? Oh my goodness. Just a few rocks and mostly clay. That's what I'm talking about. We could call it hay dirt. And as you can see, there's plenty of it here. Not even noon yet, we got all this done. Once in a while you get a big rock in there, but he's putting this on so thick that whenever he tracks it in, that rock would just go right under and gets pressed down too. Tim was just pointing out there's another big rock. I told you that one rock's about the size of a Volkswagen. There's another big rock over here that's about the size of a smart car. With that red bud tree. The customer wants to save this tree. Well, I'm going to move. I'm standing in the one spot that doesn't have clay yet, so we'll get this thing going later.
Okay, this is Ray on another day. Well, my last video says that we ought to get a lot done today. Well, we got shut down and we didn't get a lot done that day. The tracks on this loader have been stretched out and used as long as it could. So they needed replaced. Anyway, the feet are okay. We brought it in here, jacked the loader up. Had to take all of these plates off. Put brand new chain on.
You can show them one of the chains over here.
Yep. We got one side done today. Looks like a chore for the other side. Here's this chain. We had to adjust it out. Let me show you the difference between what we had and what we got now.
Show them how that pins.
This cylinder here is shoved all the way out as far as you can. Also, this lower bearing, it was shoved out as far as it can go. So, no more adjustments. It got to the point where we had to change this, and it was an all afternoon event. But as you can see on this piston, we got it down inside there, and now it's adjustable. There's a lot of play.
Point out how that was rubbing right there.
You can see right here.
On the idler wheel.
Let me back up a little bit.
Yeah, the idler wheel was rubbing right here, and now we got 2 fingers worth of room there. Go show them the other side. It's touching.
On the other side, what we had before this was all adjusted out. Well, it's full of mud, but it is right against there. It is rubbing, it's eating away. Right here it was eating away.
Maxed out.
So this is tomorrow's project. There's on each side there's like 200 of these bolts that need to be taken out with a truck impact wrench.
Torch.
And a torch, yeah, you're right.
It's getting there though. Be a lot better.
Yep, it'll give us a lot of miles after, a lot of hours after that gets done. All right, that's the update for today. Good morning. Hey, it's another day with Tice Excavation. So we had Labor Day weekend, and during that there was a little bit of rain. So we got a little bit of water down in our project here, and we're trying to get it pumped out so we can do some work. It took a while because, as you can see, the embankment now is about 18, 19 feet tall. And I gotta pump that up and over that wall from the bottom. So it took quite a bit of time this morning to prime that pump, get it going. Tim's been working at the other end of the pond, pulling up some clay from the bottom and spreading on that south bank. He's gonna be here in a minute, pushing some, making my water deep with a pump to pick up that. But anyway, yeah, it's closer to almost 10 o'clock, but we got things rolling now. I'll turn this thing on here in a minute and show you some more what we got done. All right.
I made that dam with the clay. So we can keep on pushing this water forward until we get most of it pumped out. Just taking a lunch break. Anyway, been a pretty good morning. The rain held off. We got to push some clay. Remember that end had the water down in there. Got it pumped out, cleaned out, clay spread. Started working on this other end. It'll be the east end of the pond. So there was trees, there was brush, there was organic sludge and stuff. We're working towards getting that ready. We'll fill this area in with clay. So what we're doing is digging the clay out of the center. The clay all washed down in the center. And by us going 3 foot down, we got into some pretty good material. You can see that one shelf right there. That's about how far down we're going to find the clay. So we got to finish up with the last of the trees, move the organics out of there, cap this end with clay, come back tomorrow, do the finishing work, vibrating roller, and seal this puppy off. Yeah, it was a good day. Tice excavation. Talk to you later. Well, it's 6 o'clock at night. We are still pushing and packing. This is the east side of that lagoon again, and plenty of clay. And when I was talking earlier about Tim moving sticky clay, learning how to move sticky clay, well, guess what? I got a chance to learn how to move sticky clay. I wouldn't say I'm good at it, but I gave it a try. We want to finish this job up tomorrow. Let's see what happens. All right. Tice excavation. Finished another job. Here's that Sentimental pond. We spent this morning finishing the clay and packing it down. Compare this to the for that first video that we sent out. The before and the after. There's a big difference. We sent it down about 3 feet lower than it was. Several trees and brush taken out. All the sludge taken out. Then packed it with that clay. Now we're just ready for rain. This is the deepest part of the pond. I would say to the top of that far bank is about 18 feet. The water level won't be that high. The water level is going to be about 4 foot or 5 foot down from the outer bank. If you want to zoom in, you could see a pipe coming in. That's one level of water. They're going to add to that pipe and make the water level about a foot higher than that pipe. But the land, this tree that was left behind is a dogwood tree. The landowner had this dead tree and wanted to stick it down in the pond. So that's what Tim's doing before we leave. He thought he'd set this log down in the pond for him. I could get down here closer. Let you see how that clay got packed. You might see gravel in there, but there's about 3 layers of clay. That's one last addition to the pond. Of course, the dog thinks we built it for him. Well, we got done with that pond job. Brought some equipment home. I'm power washing while everybody's gone. Yeah, we power wash our equipment when we get done with the job, and oil and grease and maintenance. Anyway, I gotta hurry up and get done because I'm power washing right here in Tim's wife's parking place. And she comes home in 45 minutes, so I better get on the ball. I drove this skid steer all week, and tomorrow Tim's going to be driving it all day. And he's going to say, "Look how skanky you have it. You should have cleaned it up."
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm wiping it down and cleaning it up before he says anything. He kind of described $60,000 equipment, and if it was a $60,000 pickup truck, you would polish it every week. So, cleaning her up before he sees it.